What's going on, and welcome to the Hikers Network, where our goal is to bring you positivity, info, and knowledge. We actually have 5 things to talk about today in the hikers world, the hiker sphere, whatever you want to call it. And just like always, I'll link down in the description to each one of the 5 things that I'm talking about. And I would love for you to comment and get the conversation started about those things and check them out. Starting with number 1. So I got this buddy named Dan Becker, and he dropped a video last week, and I was like, man, why did I not think of that? This is so logical, and I wish that I had taken this advice. So the name of the video is, You Need to Buy This Gear First. And I was like, man, that would have saved me so much time and money and just ache on my body. And you all can go check out that video. Again, it's linked in the description after you get done watching this one. It is such good advice and so practical. Dan, you're a smart guy. Let's go to number 2. This one is actually near and dear to my heart. Another larger channel. This one is Dixie at Homemade Wanderlust. She has started the Camino de Santiago. The reason why this is so close to my heart is I actually plan on doing this exact trail with my wife. Let me tell you a little bit about the Camino, and I'll tell you a little bit about what Dixie is doing and how she's producing her videos on it. The full name of this trail is Camino de Santiago, and that actually translates to the Way of St. James. Now I'm going to keep this as short and simple as possible. A really quick history on this trail. I found it super interesting. There's a shrine of the Apostle St. James the Great in the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela, and that's actually in Galicia, Spain. Hopefully I'm saying all this right, because English is my first language. But anyway, this is basically a network that pilgrims would take to go to this shrine. And tradition has it that the remains of the saint are actually buried there. The most popular path that people take today is called the French Way, and it actually starts near the French-Spanish border, and you travel 800 kilometers roundabout, or approximately 500 miles. That's actually the way that Dixie at Homemade Wanderlust is hiking right now with her little sister, which I think is absolutely awesome, bringing the family into it. I don't know how, but Dixie has been releasing a video about once a week while she's out there on the trail. And this isn't the same kind of trail that you'd normally think of, like the Appalachian Trail or CDT or PCT or something like that. It is a long distance trail, but it's less backcountry, and it's more hiking from where you're going to sleep to where you're going to sleep, and you're traveling through smaller cities. And it is gorgeous. I mean, I've been binge watching her videos. It's like traveling back in time, because living in the U.S., I haven't seen all this stuff. So I'm excited to actually get out there and hike that trail with my wife. Now I mentioned that she's doing the French Way. There's a number of different paths, because remember, this is a network that pilgrims would take. So they'd all come from different locations and kind of funnel in to different paths that would all lead to the same place. If you're interested in hiking that trail, I highly encourage you to check out Dixie's videos and do some more research and see what fits your needs. Because you could take a month to do it, or you could take a different path and, stay out there for a week or 2. Let's talk about number 3 on our list today. This one could actually end up with us seeing each other face to face, because I haven't told anybody yet, but me and my fellow Kentuckian, Backpacking with Jason, is going to be traveling up to Ohio to a YouTuber meetup. And you're invited as well on Saturday, November the 16th. So if you want to come out and hang with me and Backpacking with Jason and a bunch of other people that are also Ohio or regional area backpacking YouTubers, we'd love to have you guys and hang out, have a cup of coffee, just chill, share some good stories. That will be at Mohican State Park. That is in Ohio at site number 3. I'm just kidding. There's actually nothing in here. This is a collapsible cup, and I absolutely love it, and it is our budget backpacking item of the day. Number 4 on our list to talk about today. And the reason why I love this cup is because I like to have coffee whenever I'm out on trail. And I boil the water in my pot, and then I also eat something else. And I like to sip on that coffee while I'm eating something else. So if my pot is taken by something else that I'm cooking, I can't drink my coffee at the same time. Now I'm going to compare this collapsible cup, which I purchased, to the Sea to Summit collapsible cup, which I almost purchased. And there are some advantages and disadvantages to both. This one is the budget item. I'll tell you why. It costs $1.42 at Walmart right now. Or if you want to support the channel and go through an affiliate link, I'll link it in the description. It's $5 on Amazon. You know, you take your pick if your Walmart has them in store. The Sea to Summit, if we compare, Sea to Summit cost $10.95. Now let me tell you what you get with the Sea to Summit. It's lighter. Sea to Summit is 45 grams, but it only holds 8.3 ounces, which if that's all you're drinking, that's fine. This cup holds 16 ounces, so roughly twice, and it weighs 68 grams. Well, I'll tell you another good thing about it. It has markings inside. So if you ever cook something, you need to know the right amount of water to put in there. You can just pour your water in and check the markings, and voila, you are never going to have those mushy gushy mashed potatoes with way too much water. Or, you know, one time I put enough water in there for my wife and I to both have oatmeal. She dumped her whole oatmeal in there. I was like, oh, Bridget. But anyway, I thought those markings are super helpful. Again, that's our budget backpacking item of the day. Let's talk about number 5 on our list today. Let's read some comments from a previous video. This video in particular is a hack on how to hang your bear bag PCT style, but you don't need a stick. I love reading your all's comments and engaging with you all. It's one of my favorite parts about YouTube. Let's take a look. Paparazzi, take a hike. That's funny. You are smarter than the average bear. I see what you did there. You know, because it's a bear bag video. You guys get it. Let's go to the next one. Following the Aggies says, you're a wonder, young man. First time, baby. Teachers gotta teach. Thanks, buddy. Cameraman deserves a cookie. All the best, Lisa and Rick. You all know I like your channel, Aggies. They're another couple. They just love enjoying and going out and experiencing those outdoors. But they're giving a shout out to my cameraman because it's JK is Hiking, which is a good buddy of mine. And then I actually threw, for the first time in my life, I threw my rock sack, you know, my weighted sack to hang my bear bag, over the limb. First try, ever. Never happened before. Smoky Bees Natural says, nice, another hack. Make a simple loop on the end of your line and attach it to your bag. Your bag is now an anchor while you throw your line. Man, that is a good idea. I've been stepping on my line whenever I throw it over the tree, but Smokies, you're a smart man. I never would have thought of that. Renita Stringer says, great job. Clap, clap, thumbs up. Thanks, Mom. Warren Davidson says, Jeremiah, 2 things I noticed. All the perfect size stones you needed, and the perfect branch over which to throw the line. Guess I'm going to have to start hiking around your place, LOL. Man, that never happens in the woods. I'm telling you. It's always a struggle to find the right size branch and the rocks to put in the rock sack. So don't let it fool you. We had just come out of a trip and we were headed to a parking lot, and I was like, hey man, let me shoot this video real quick. Okay, let's do one more. Josh Manning says, he's bringing the cargo pants back in style. Josh, oh my gosh, man. Josh was actually on this trip that we took that I just mentioned a second ago. Guy got his cell phone stolen while we were at Taco John's after the trip. You got to check out that video. I'll throw it in the description as well. Folks, if you've enjoyed the Hikers Network, you want to see more, make sure you're commenting, make sure you're engaging. If you enjoyed, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe for more, kick the notification bell for the latest notifications, and we'll see you in the next video.
Alright, so I'm leaving Somerset, Kentucky right now. If you notice, Josh is not sitting next to me as he was early on in this trip. While we were eating lunch at Taco John's, which is a really cool little place if you're ever in Somerset, Kentucky, get some Taco John's. His phone got stolen, and so we got on the Find My iPhone app and we watched the GPS as his phone was driving away from the restaurant. So we immediately sent a message to the phone that said, hey, you have my iPhone, please give me a call. And all of a sudden, a couple seconds later, we see it turn off the road and it stops. and it doesn't move anymore. So we're assuming the phone got thrown off the side of the road. So Jeremiah and Josh are actually heading down there right now to pick up his phone, hopefully. And when all is said and done, we're just hoping there's just no harm, no foul. But it definitely made the trip a lot more exciting. So big thank you to Jeremiah for doing that. I have to get home. I've got kids I've got to go pick up. So I wasn't able to drive Josh down there. So Jeremiah's doing it for me. But big thank you to Jeremiah for doing that. And I'm hoping when I see Josh tonight to get his gear that all is well.